I think I just joined the Tailwind CSS Colt. So I'll explain why. So I was building my project, and this is the solo project from Scrimba. Oh, it's not a solo project. They kind of went over it already, but we were told to build a Figma design. And the Figma design, let me see if I can find it. Maybe I can just find the thing itself. Okay, let's see. Add background logo, solo project. So this, all right. So we had to basically build this, and this is my finished product. It's different, but I just did not want to sit there and watch someone write CSS. Incredibly boring. So I just went through all of the Tailwind documentation and then just had fun with it. And I'll be honest, Tailwind is insane. Like, it's crazy. I don't even know if I'm like really gonna go back to regular CSS, just because like how much fun and how easy it was to build Tailwind once you actually like learn how to use it. So I was just playing around with Tailwind and I created my navigation. One of the things that struck out to me was I can make my own utility classes by going into the config and then writing colors inside of extend, and I can make my own utility classes. And that was one of the things that I was just like, oh my gosh. But the thing that really got me was responsive design. Like, so you start mobile first, and basically everything that you set on Tailwind is going to be the default. And then after you go to small, once your app starts growing, this is what you will see in the small. So if I was to go to medium, then I would go up more, and then large, go up more. But obviously I have max width set on this container. But I was doing it wrong at first because I was basically trying to like reach the small devices and work on the small devices all the way down here. And instead, it actually grabs up and then works its way up. So hopefully I explained that right. But if not, look at Tailwind. Tailwind is amazing. Like, it's incredible. So basically, this is just some really basic JSX. There's nothing to really explain because it's just JSX. I have my main content component, and then have all my CSS, my basically for this little image right here, I was working with Z indexes, and Z indexes was something that was kind of weird. Just haven't used it in a while, but I eventually was able to make it work. And then I have a fun little Easter egg here. So when you hover over React Facts, it spins, and that's a default class. Another default class that I really liked was this box shadow that's under the div. I didn't have to I necessarily don't know how to do that off the top. And the fact that it just has these by default is like, oh, nice. Because now I don't have to really remember filter, drop shadow, 0 pixels, 1 pixel, 2. Like, I can just use their default, which is like really cool. I think a mistake I made was here. So I wrapped these in a body to center this div right here. And I think there's a better way to do this, but right now I'm just using that way. Another thing that's really cool is that I can just import font families from Google Fonts, and then go ahead and put it in my CSS, and then I can just reference it here, and then I can just go ahead and what did I do over here? I just went font and then Poppins. The way I organized this was simple. So my SRC has my components, and then my index CSS, my main JSX, and my app CSS. My app CSS, this file doesn't really do anything. This is just the default file that they gave me. I'll probably delete it, but I'll just leave it there. Not bothering anyone, right? And then the public folder, of course, I just have some images, some PNGs, and then this little React logo that I have right here. Obviously have my node modules, my config, and then there's post CSS, which I believe post CSS is just writing out the prefixes. I believe that's what post CSS is doing. And then we obviously have our package.json, just all of the dependencies, React DOM, I'm using Vite, auto prefixer, Postwind, TailwindCSS, PostCSS, and Vite. Vite is really amazing as well. I really like, because it's just so fast. And I never really got to use create a React app, but just figuring out that it took like up to 2 to 3 minutes to like build a project, like that would suck. Because like it takes Vite like not even 30 seconds, sometimes not even 10 seconds. So my git ignores are there. I'll probably go ahead and deploy this and send it off live. But that's pretty much it. This project was insanely amazing. I had a really good time just learning about React and just learning about how to basically get everything like in components and make it work together. And oh my gosh, I literally see why like people require, or like employers require React, because like once you use it, it's just like, whoa, like this is a game changer. Like it's so fun. I'm excited to see what else I learned from React, but that's pretty much it. I just kind of wanted to review this app.